Hello, beautiful Geminis. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light and I'm so happy you joined me today. In this reading, we will dive into and explore what are the urgent messages that you really need to know right now. And we will also pull some inspiration from autumn equinox, which is going to equalize the day and night. And we're going to see what are the actually energies off balance are balancing out. Okay, we're going to start out with the coffee cup, then dive into the tarot and oracle. And if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give it some love, hit subscribe. If there's something specific you would like to manifest, comment down below, let me know. Okay, let's dive in, see what's happening. I see there's a chunk of money right away just fall inside of here. Autumn equinox is actually going to start. It's going to be on 2025. Yes, we are on 2021. It's the 22nd of September. That's what I was trying to say. So on that date, there is going to be, like I mentioned, equalization of the day and night. And this is going to give you a chance to keep things balanced or balance things out. And equinox is the time to harvest the things that you have planted. So you might receive some good news or maybe something that you have been diligently working on. You might get really quick results. I feel like here, this chunk of money falling down there is that gift, that approval, that result you're going to see. Okay. Another thing with the equinox, autumn equinoxes, it's all about expressing gratitude for the fruits of your hard labor. In order to express the gratitude first, you should be actually seeing things as a result. And I feel like this is going to be the timeline for you to receive those results. Okay. I see there are phone lines here forming and there's a crowd right under it. Why don't we have some more light here? And there is a person right there who's wearing a little hat. I don't know if you can see this guy, but this guy actually reminds me of the person who is in the Nine of Cups, which we love Nine of Cups energy because it means that there's a wish coming right away, that there's not like much time left. The timeline is so close. And Nine of Cups not only means one wish, it can be 9 different things that your heart is desiring coming forward. You see, I felt the same energy. The hat is not similar with this one because he has a mustache right there. But you can see he is actually having the time of his life. He is full. He has been in a feast. And now I'm looking at the 10 of Pentacles right on the bottom, which can be also something that you will be celebrating with your family. Not only which is going to have an emotional satisfaction, but also material things for the long term. Maybe the seeds that now you're actually collected the crops, but you can also plant some seeds in the winter time as well. And these are your intentions, okay? If you're not planting a full farm, these are the intentions that you are actually putting them under the earth and they're going to grow and become amazingly successful. But the thing is, first I see something you're receiving right away. It's coming forward. And afterwards, there's 3 pathways opening in front of you. The 3 pathways, none of them are visible. They're very, like, you can see like slightly their energy. This means that you're receiving something right away. Very good news. It is going to connect to 3 different options that you have. And whichever one you choose, that's going to solidify. Think of it as like a parallel realities. I feel like this is not something that you can choose all 3 at once. It can be like a life-changing decision. This can be moving to, maybe you want to move somewhere. That path can also lead to that. But you need to choose either one of those. You cannot live in 3 cities at the same time, which you can, but you need to divide your energy to 3 different places at the same time. I feel like that's why this is a solid decision, one decision that you're going to make. We don't have clarity at this moment. That's why it might take a little while to assess which one is the best for you. But soon as you do, you see my massive flag right here. This also reminds me of the 6 of Wands, which is coming back from the war victorious. Your efforts actually paying well, and the option that you choose actually being the best option for you. For some of you, this can even be getting a job offer and like maybe applying to 4 different jobs and getting 3 of the paths opening. Somebody's approving you, and all 3 of them may be approving you, and you're choosing one of them that is going to really fulfill you. Okay, like this flag indicates like a victorious moment. You're on top of it, jumping with joy. And I even see there's a big bone in your hand. that's like a dinosaur bone. For some of you, if you're looking for a treasure, something old, valuable, on top of that, like something that you put on display, basically show people, this can be something that you're also going to use as well. You're going to feel that victory. For some of you, I don't know if you're into archaeology and maybe history, maybe that's what you do as a study. It can be even discovering something that has never been found yet, okay? And it seems like you're going to show it off. This can be a project that you're going to be completing. Maybe like a dinosaur bone can symbolize this project has been dragged for months and months, but now you completed it, or maybe years. This can be your long-term desire. Now you're manifesting it and showing it off. Basically, that's why I feel like it might even have the vibe of a home, because we see here a pyramid that can be symbolizing a home for yourself. Can also be because I see number 5 right here. For some of you, I told you your path is going to lead you to somewhere. Then like you cannot really choose 3 of them at once. So it can be maybe you're having travel plans. One of them is to the Egypt, maybe the other one is to the Netherlands, and they're like in 2 opposite direction. That's why like one path cannot really lead to another. If you like force it long enough, it can, but I don't feel like you are going to take that kind of like a road. You're going to be like going to one of them, and the energies are completely different, by the way. If you go to Europe, if you go to Egypt, like the Middle East, the energies are absolutely different. So when you go to the place, it is going to have one type of energy. It's not going to have 10 different things, okay? But a high vibe. I see there's someone here who's holding a cross right there. It can be even like an angel with a wing right there, putting a sword into the ground. Sword is communication. Sword is truth, and putting it into the ground, I feel like here this person's doing that because it's going to create an impact. It's going to divide maybe the ground into half. The angel can be your protector. Maybe you're someone you're working with. It can be in the divine realm. It can be in the human realm, that somebody that you're working together with. Another thing, when I look at it, I kind of see the elephant now, the ears of the elephant in the trunk. But the cross is a good sign, because cross means you are crossing, like it kind of looks like an elephant looking at a cross or putting the sword in the earth. You're crossing something off your list, an issue in your mind that you have been contemplating. You're crossing that off of your mind, okay? And I see here there's an eagle also coming forward to pick someone up and taking them away. So the issue can be maybe you have a cross with someone. Someone is actually trying to cross you and take your job away, or maybe take credit for your hard work, even though that's your victory. The eagle, freedom, higher person, authority, comes forward and takes this person away. And eagles have, actually, I'm going to use one of my oracles, have this bird actually looking at me right now, I realize. So this can be like your energy too, your freedom, your confidence is actually going to take this person out of sight, basically. This doesn't mean that you're going to hurt them. This means that your light is shining so bright, they're not going to be able to steal the scene from you. There's another person right here looking like a very light complexion. They're wearing like a helmet right there. Kind of reminds me even a soldier coming back from the war. This can be a real soldier, yes, coming back from the war. Maybe it's someone that you haven't seen for a while. And it seems like they're traumatized, basically. I feel they're in their energy. This is an urgent message that now I'm looking at it, because that's what we're looking at. You might get a victory that you desire very urgently, and it can open up pathways for you. Or maybe like there is someone coming up here offering you the pathway. You're taking one, that's your victory. And if there is someone on your way and you feel like, oh, I need to get rid of this person, I need to do something, that's the thing that you need to know. You don't need to deal with them. Focus your energy things on the things that you want to manifest. That's the urgent thing that you need to know, because it seems like if you give them energy, they're going to steal it away from you. Second thing here is there's someone traumatized, I mentioned, coming here. This can be someone that you really want to help. You want to heal. You want to fix. But I feel this person's energy, even though they're not a bad person, they don't have a negative aura, it's their life lesson. It's their life to resolve. It's their lesson to learn. It's not yours. So you can offer the help, but you cannot fix them. Okay, you cannot help them. If they don't accept the help, you got to leave it alone. That's what's going to happen. The urgently you need to know about that is if you jump into the boat with them, they might actually traumatize you as well. Not intentionally, maybe unintentionally, but at the end of the day, it can be hurtful to you too, okay? And what can happen in that sense is, I see there's an eagle, already there's another eagle, kind of looks like a goldfish as well. Actually, goldfish is wealth, abundance, resources. Eagle is your freedom. Like there's a wall between this person you can see, and the wall kind of looks like this person that eagle is grabbing as well. Maybe somebody's trying to put you up to healing this person too, rather than focusing on your accomplishments. You need to say no to that right away. You need to say no to that. It doesn't mean do not help this person, do not see this person. It means that it's not your business. It's not your job to heal anyone, okay? People, if they want to get fixed, they want to heal, they look for the remedy. I see there's a pathway opening when you do. Like this is also like a very, I don't know if the camera can catch it. You can see it here. I can feel it when I touch it. There is like a new pathway appearing when you make the decision. Okay, I'm going to help them in a way that is not going to take away from me, or I'm just going to be there for them, but I'm not going to dedicate my life to it. This can even be someone like coming as a veteran. I mentioned maybe worked on a project or something for so long, and now they want your help to fix this thing, okay? And it becomes really hard to fix somebody else's thing that they worked on. I don't want to say mess, because everybody has their own way of taking care of things. What happens there is, I see here at the end of the timeline, there are now 3 clear pathways opening in front of you. When you skip that helping issue, or maybe just offer them the help and leave it that, and do not try to manipulate the situation or help them forcefully, you're going to get the goldfish first of all. Fish is the resources, abundance, and goldfish is an animal actually can, when they enter into an aquarium or a space, they can grow massively. It really depends on how big of a space that you put them in. And so this can be a resource that actually can grow by itself, or a money or an investment that is coming your way, swimming towards you. With this equinox, like I said, it doesn't only mean that you harvest the crops. This is actually a quieter season for you to contemplate. But when it comes to the end of the season, you're actually going to manifest resources, abundance that is going to be self-growing, and 3 pathways opening. One of them, the first one, has a horse king. Horses means wish fulfillment. I said horse king because it has a crown above his head. So this can be a person who was born on the horse year as a Chinese zodiac. So the thing is, horses means progress. So this person can actually lead you towards progress if you follow them. The second pathway, we have here an older gentleman who's wearing a hat, and the hat also has a small crown on top of it. So this can be a has-been king. So this can be someone who had the authority, maybe a retired CEO, or someone who was rich in the past, but they have left with something, but not everything. Okay, so they're also standing on the pathway, maybe a little looking for help. So it's going to be your free will decision to help them or not. The third one here is, we see there's a baby animal. I'm trying to make it up, like otter, maybe also wearing a hat. Otters are also their own authority, their own, not the otter. I see kind of like looks like otter too. But there's another one, seal. Kind of looks like seal. Others are cute and cuddly, supportive. They hold hands. They carry their babies on their chest. So this can be someone really maternal, but younger, coming into your life. Maternal in the sense of this can be masculine, male also, but means that they are very gentle, a gentle soul. And they're supportive, loving, happy energy. And they're also standing on a pathway, which on their pathway, there's a fish right here too. So this person might be someone that you're going to come together emotionally. I feel like for some of you, the first one can be as career, money. This third one can be emotionally. Maybe someone younger coming into your life. And it seems like here, the fish right next to them, and otters, I think they eat fish. I'm not sure, but I know seals do. So this is someone who has their own bounty, money, wealth, abundance, also a big fish bigger than them, maybe someone who already has gained something on the side. So it's not only going to be, I call it dry love, that you only exchange text and loving words, because some of our love languages are gift giving, and like also like going on vacations and having fun together. Basically, it seems like this person is going to also have those alternatives. It's not going to be only Netflix. Okay, it's good, Netflix and fun, I think, something like that, or chill. There's a term like that. I'm a little older to figure out what that was. So it's not going to be that. It's going to be much more exciting energy I see here. Another thing is there's a small legal paper and two people having a conversation over it. For some of you, legal paper, maybe a blank paper, can be a contract, an idea that you're sharing with someone. Paper can also be writing something together, maybe an article with somebody, or creating something together, okay? And somebody in the comments on my Instagram, I also have an Instagram, asked me, like, I said, like, oh, there's a paper here. And they asked, I cannot see the writings on it. And I said, like, these are all symbols. That's what I'm interpreting. And you can see there's a little boxed up shape here. That is the representation of that, okay? Let's dive into the saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. We said there's a fish. This kind of looks like a fish now jumping out of the water. Unexpected money, blessing, resources. And there's a big one here too. This is expected in your heart. Let's see what's happening with that. Okay, it's staying in your heart space, coming forward, but it's locked up somewhere. Your desire coming. Initially, the things are moving fast, but then you might get a little pause right there along the way. The thing is, this is actually locked up somewhere. I mean, there's boundaries right here. This can be something you're waiting for somebody to give you approval. Maybe this is a loan, this is a payment, and it can be in the bank still, waiting for the bank to give approval. This is coming forward. The thing is, though, it is starting really full, but then it's shrinking down a little bit. Your desire, maybe it's going to start full force. You're going to start to see results, but then it can actually turn into little strings of like a water flowing. It can be, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but I feel like there's always good in something, the way the things are happening. Maybe it's better for you to get this thing in gradual amounts, okay? And another thing I see that now this is turning into a person right there on their chest. Maybe there's something that you're expecting to come from somebody else, that money, opportunity, something that you're desiring. But you are, which Geminis, you're not really that limited. I don't know why. You are actually very limited in a situation. Maybe you don't have the opportunities, you don't have the options, you don't have like there's maybe you have strict boundaries, not yours specifically. Maybe somebody put you in a box and told you these are the regulations, this is your limit, you cannot go outside the frame, and that's why you're limited. That's why this is actually taking a little longer. It's not because maybe you're doing that as well. Maybe you're saying to yourself, oh, I cannot do that because of this and this and this and that, this regulation, that regulation. But it seems like here, somewhere along the line, the things are going to go right. I don't know if you're going to break the rules. It doesn't seem like it, but maybe that is the requirement here. Breaking the rules doesn't mean breaking the social norms and legal laws or stuff. This can be mental rules, okay? The rules of the universe or the rules of the thinking. Maybe people think, like I said, in a classical way, in a traditional way, and you need to get outside the box of that thinking pattern. Somebody's sitting here, a queen on the throne. Letter T is visible. This can mean someone's first name or the last name. And seems like at the end of this timeline, you might even get like an authoritative position. You might become a decision maker of a situation there. Let's start with your tarot spread now. And let's see what you have planted that will be ready to harvest this season. I'm going to shuffle once because this sounds really good. Spirituality. The Hermit is a spiritual character here. You have planted maybe explore more spiritual things. That's the area. And this can also be the hermit we see on top of the mountain. He's halfway of the fool's journey. Now I'm looking at this fool right here. That is the mountain. He's heading to the road, but the hermit gets on top of the mountain. So it means that maybe there is a final outcome and mountain peak that you wanted to climb, top level. It seems like here that's what's going to be ready to harvest. You're going to get onto the top of that mountain and you're going to actually have a break from that drama or stressful work, or if you're dealing with people. That was your wish, that was your goal, to get on top of the mountain and have a moment for yourself, and that's going to be ready to harvest. That you're going to get there and you're going to rest on top of that mountain. What can you do now to ensure most bountiful harvest? Is Eight of Swords, breaking free from whatever you think is holding you back. Because what happens in the Eight of Swords is she thinks that she's trapped in the sand, but this is a regular sand. This is not a quicksand. So what you can do is you need to step up in order to get out of there. You can feel like it's pulling you down because that's how the sand is. The truth is, though, when you keep walking forward, moving forward, you'll see that it cannot hold you back, okay? So you might have some boundaries. You might be dealing with some people putting you in limitations, but it seems like you always can walk out of it, and maybe physically, maybe mentally, okay? And think in a way that this is going to be my bountiful harvest. I am focused on what I desire. They might hold you back for a while, but it's not going to last forever, okay? What changes should you be preparing for? There's something emotionally fulfilling happening. You're on the brink of it. This can be Queen of Cups, can be a mother figure or someone very loving, gentle. And another thing here that maybe deep down inside of you, you need to take care of your own inner child, that you need to prepare for that there's going to be gentleness coming, a goodness coming, support coming into your life. So you're going to find yourself in a very loving, supportive environment. So prepare for that. If you have been going through the grind all your life long, this can be a strange change. You might feel a little strange in that environment, and you might even start with defense. And this is telling you, get ready for that. You don't have to be defensive, or you don't have to look for what's happening behind this. Why are they treating me well? This is going to be a different season, okay? This is going to be something gentle to your soul. What must you shed in order to preserve your energy? The sun is optimism. This doesn't mean shed the sun or the positivity. I feel like here, the sun is the positive here. So I feel like if you had anything behind the sun, unilluminated, in the darkness, that they need to see the sunshine. This can be fears that you have that you don't express, but you keep holding them in your heart. This can be people you keep around you, pessimistic, negative, bringing you down, do not support you, telling you, oh, you have been doing this all this time and nothing is happening. Raining on your parade. When the sunshine is coming, they're just bringing the rain clouds all the time. This is what you need to shed, okay? Even if you have this kind of like a pattern in your mind, you need to shed. And when you do, the sun optimism is going to show you the pathway. This doesn't mean be a toxic positive person and try to bypass all the pain, all the problems, No, you can actually find a solution from a positive outlook. But do not just affirm everything's going to be okay, I'm going to be fine, and not do anything. You can keep going because sun is the fuel. Now even we have solar panels create energy for us. That's the fuel. Use that positive energy to accelerate and move on, okay? How can you connect further with the season? Is Ace of Cups. Do things you love. Be around with people that loves you. On top of that, Ace of Cups is actually new love. If someone is coming to you with a love offer and they're being loving, optimistic, maybe a Leo coming, maybe we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that is gentle and supportive of you coming forward, accept it, allow it, let it come into your space, let it be a part of your journey, because it's going to be something really bring happiness and joy into your life. can be, like I said, can be new love, can be a new financial opportunity that will be really satisfying you. Maybe this is a new job opportunity, a new friend coming to your life. And when you connect with them, you're going to be connecting with your future better, okay? Let's see the clarifiers now. The Hermit is a little strange here to me. What have you planted that will be ready to harvest? I feel like you maybe planted some spiritual intentions and they're going to come to life. Two of Cups is something that you wanted to, like spiritual goals that will really connect you with soulmates. Can be true loves, can be like a love coming here, someone aligned with you, compatible with you, and you will have equal exchange. This can be also a job environment. Now I'm thinking that you will have peace, you will have understanding, you're going to have enlightenment, and you're going to feel love and equal exchange that will pay good. You will feel that appreciation through the material satisfaction as well. What can you do now to ensure your most beautiful harvest? We said break fruit. Oh my God, guys. This is it. This is it. Like whatever is holding you back, it's time to let it go. And it can be even physical. So I think there's a book. I forgot the name of the writer, but he was actually in camps in Auschwitz. I think he has written a book. And he said, they can trap my body, but they cannot trap my mind. And he started to see in his mental world, he started to create the things that he wanted to experience, and he got out of there. Victor, I think something, Men's Search for Meaning, something like that, the name of the book. So what happens is, even if you are physically somewhere that you cannot leave right now, in your mind, you can see the future and say that this is the future that I am going to live. Mentally, I am out of there. My body will be too soon. But if this is something that you physically can walk away or physically can change the environment and break the bounds, maybe I'm going to go with a work example because those are the times that I feel most trapped. I felt most trapped. So maybe there's an environment that you have 10 tasks that you need to do and you're putting yourself in a box and telling yourself that I need to finish them all this week. You can maybe give options to the higher person, the employer that you're working together. You say like, this is my capacity. I can do 2 of them, 3 of them. I cannot do 10 of them this week. So make sure either allocate to someone else or you're going to wait for it. That can be also open communication. That's what's happening. Swords energy is there's no communication here. She's not speaking the truth. She doesn't speak her desires right there. That's what's actually holding her down. When you ask, you shall receive. It shall be given to you. Okay? And the Queen of Cups energy, what changes should be preparing for? Someone, maybe even through a hobby that you will pursue, something exciting that you will be doing. You're going to meet someone that is going to show you that there's so much to love and appreciate about yourself. And also this can be you realizing that you're an amazing human being, that you follow maybe an exciting hobby, a desire that you have will lead you to that you are a perfect creation of the universe and you deserve the best of everything. The Sun with the optimism, you must shed, negative people, negativity that blocks your sun, and you start to see 9 of Pentacles, the worth and the abundance you already have in your life. Start affirming that. This can be even a coffee cup that you drink from, which I love this kind of cups. I don't know if like me, some people like small ones. I like this massive cups. For example, this is something that gives me so much joy with the orange color too. Those little things are going to become 9 different pentacles, and even a grape wine, which is a symbol of abundance because each grape has a seed, meaning it just grows out of its own seed. So the more you focus on the things you have and shed that attitude of I don't have enough, you will have more than enough. Okay, connect further with love. This can be good love. It can be someone established, abundant, resourceful, rich, wealthy. It can be, now we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This can be their sun sign or moon sign. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio can be their Venus sign, which makes a really good lover, I think. I mean, I know that Pisces is a good one, a gentle one. So it seems like here, this is going to be someone who's going to not only have, like I said, dry love and just words of affirmation. This can also be someone who's going to have gift giving, traveling together, sharing the moment in the material way as well. Okay. I'm going to pull now your oracle. We're going to look into what should you cultivate more of to resolve a situation, a problem, if you have one, and find a solution to it, or understand why certain things are happening. We're going to pull one keyword. Let's see. We have forgiveness. Oh, wow. Number 20 is the judgment day, guys. The judgment day is coming forward for some. And you see, Gemini, this is two sides of yours. The sun is shining on the threshold behind the gateway here. So there's some things, or actually the dark is going to get eliminated. If you're feeling, oh, this person wronged me, the situation actually put me in the position, it is actually going away now. But also that requires you to forgive. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgive someone or something and let it happen to you again. Forgiveness actually teaches us where our boundaries are, what we don't allow again into our lives, okay? So, how can we call the desert forgiving when she offers chance and chance again? To walk her winding paths all over, enter new gates to gifts when previous ones go unacknowledged. So it seems like here, if there are certain things that you're forgiving, letting go, but also there are certain things that you're not really seeing, meaning the lessons that you have learned out of the situation. Focus on that learning and then let go of the weight and the emotions that you're carrying. That's what forgiveness is. Forgiveness doesn't mean that even the other person needs to know or the situation needs to be resolved. It means that you letting go of the weight of the emotion that you're carrying, okay? And there is also, embodiment here. Build up control, tension in your body, squeezing every single muscle at once. You can do this to maybe even practice to let go of the feelings. And contract even your face and toes, then let go. As you do, notice the relief while breathing into still, tight spaces. It's okay. You can do shadow work. This is a process best explored with a therapist. Enter the gateways of your unconscious to uncover what you have repressed to seemingly protect yourself. These shadows, sometimes remnants from childhood, often come back to haunt us throughout our lives, though we may not always recognize them. So it seems like here for some of you, shadow healing is a must. That's the urgent message I feel also important, because it seems like you're going towards a bright future at this timeline. However, if you keep carrying the emotions of the past, you might actually turn this positive intention, positive desires into that kind of past negative energies as well. Okay, that's why that's an urgently thing maybe you need to explore and work on. Let's pull your further guidance and affirmation for this equinox season. My heart resonates with the wonderful beat of the universe. Alignment. Beautiful alignment, okay? You're going to be aligning your desires with the energies of the universe. So your heart beating, meaning the more you're living good life, the more is going to be given by the universe, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me here, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.